at the Bulls starting lineup. We've got Bruce Ellis. Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Smith in at the center. And for Oklahoma City, Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5. So, Richard, one of the focuses of tonight's game was strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt.
Now here's Giddey. Pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Now here is Smith. Fires from deep. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Smith's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Chicago. Holmgren up top. And he comes up with the deuce.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Wallace against Giddey. Outside, Jones. Banked in off the glass.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Now here's Wallace. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's SGA. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Smith outside. Fires the 3. Thunder with the rebound. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
This defensive game plan is easy, keeping it the same, making them change things.
Here's Giddey after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Pass to Jones from past the arc. And again, Chicago, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Stolen by Jones. Here's Giddey. Back to Jones. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
Bulls trail by 5. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grape.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Now we get a chance to check out Chet Holmgren.
Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Here's Smith. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Jones in the post. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Jones, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Up again, and Hartenstein is right there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Jones. Giddey against Wallace. And they get it. The Bulls with another miss. The Thunder leading by 7. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Doubled by Smith. Takes a 3. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, good for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. You take a look at the Thunder. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And, you know, for the Thunder,
They are just cruising. I mean, they have the talent, the coaching, and they play with such passion. Nobody wants to face them down the stretch.
Now, here is Smith. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Jones. Smith sets the pick for Jones. And the 3 ball is good. 5 points in the game.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
It's stolen by Smith. Now Giddey. Wallace covering. Right side Jones. The 3. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Hartenstein. And here is Wallace. SGA with the ball. 20-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bulls have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And it's Giddey in the corner. Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. Buzelis, no one around him. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
Buzelis showing a little bit of everything with that quick release.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hartenstein finds Dort. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Here's Hartenstein shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Thunder.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And free throw good from Hartenstein. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now here's Giddey. 9 points last game out. To the middle. Here's Wallace. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the right side. Back to Giddey. Pass to Jones. Puts up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Bulls trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Smith with a screen on SGA. On the basket by Jones. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. Wallace outside. Pass to Dort. SGA on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. SGA's got 11 points.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Jones kicks to Smith. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. The Bulls also changing it up. Gershon Yabusele, he's checked in for Okoro. And it's Colin Sexton in for Jones. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They're leading by 8. Wiggins surveying the floor. Giddey against Mitchell. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Smith. Now, here's Sexton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Mitchell passes to Williams. Here's Joe. Pass to Williams. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Bulls trail by 10. Outside, Sexton. Back to Giddey. Over Mitchell. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. From 11 feet away, it's hauled in by the Bulls. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Leaving points at the free throw line can take the edge off of a team. You're playing physical, you're playing hard, and it's just not paying off.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now, here's Sexton. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Smith. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
A top 10 pick in 2020, Jalen Smith, Richard, played for 3 teams before his 25th birthday. He's seen a lot.
Yeah, that's such a challenge for a young player. I moved around a bit. It was later in my career. Give Jalen credit. Despite the changes, he is still developing well.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Count that bucket. And the Thunder lead by 13.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Drills it from outside.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. It's tipped. And now the Bulls on the break. Buzelis with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Here's Mitchell. 8-point game. Over Giddey. No good from 11 feet. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Thunder lead by 8. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
They've got Isaiah Joe. Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Wiggins against Williams. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Kevin, back to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Holmgren. Following the basket by Colin Sexton. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Now, here's Sexton. 7 points in the game. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Here's Joe. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. Mitchell in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's a good screen. Here's Kawamura, covered by Mitchell. Williams sets a screen for Sexton. Off target from the wing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Bulls trail by 9. Pass to Richards. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Outside, Sexton. Shot from 12. Here's Kawamura. Buries it from 3-point range.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Now, Joe. No scoring in this one. Mitchell outside. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Yabusele. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Pass to Kawamura. Outside for Sexton. Williams for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Caruso. Caruso, a screen on Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Right side, Sexton. He takes it in. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Thunder, Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, 11 points in the game. Mitchell outside. Holmgren outside. 3-pointer. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Here's Jones. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Caruso's checked in.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so here is Chicago after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Down low, here's Yabusele. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. Holmgren outside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Pass to Okoro. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Well, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Payson Wallace. He's checked in for Alex Caruso. The Thunder leading by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
Here's Yabusele. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. Up top, Giddey. Wallace covering. Okoro shot is off. The Thunder with the lead. Hartenstein passes to Wallace. Back to Hartenstein. pass to SGA. Stolen by Jones. Smith inside. Wallace on him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Bulls, Jalen Smith, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Gershon Yabusele. He hits the second from the line. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Traps in the tray. SGA's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. To look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
He has become all kinds of mean at the defensive end. His blocks have come way up these past few months, and that tells you about the kind of intensity and drive he's been playing with.
Now here is Smith. He's got 11. Giddey with the bounce pass. Outside, Jones. Smith sets the pick for Jones. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Wallace the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea takes the hit and still gets it to go.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Smith with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And Smith with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Over in the corner, Dort. Holmgren kicks to Wallace. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, that goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points for the quarter.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Bruce Ellis with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Giddey finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. With great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Nice shot by Wallace.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Jones kicks to Smith. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Dort passes to Holmgren. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's blocked. Dort left side. Here's Wallace. Buries the long-range jumper. Buzelis has got 7.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Pass to Buzelis. To the inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Now SGA. Got a piece of it.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Nice shot by Smith.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. Now Wallace. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Holmgren. A three-pointer, no good. Bulls trail by 13. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Jones, that's for 2. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Dort passes to SGA. Holmgren outside. This one for 3. That's good, and SGA with the assist. SGA's got 3 assists tonight. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside, Jones. Tries the spin move. Back to Giddey. Over Wallace. Giddey, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jones against SGA. Dort with a screen for Wallace. And it's off from three-point range. Inside. Here's Buzelis. And stolen by Wallace. And that one is off. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
They won't see home sweet home for a while, but sometimes the road creates solidarity for the guys, team unity.
Especially if you're winning. But if you're losing, these long road trips can feel endless.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Bulls.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The Thunder leading by 16. Taking a look at the Bulls. Isaac Okoro out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Smith. And it's Jones in at point.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Bulls, Buzelis. At the line for 1,
The free throw drops for Buzelis.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
Count that one for George. George got his first points of the game.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Pass to Buzelis. Jones looking for an opening. Pulls up. The Thunder pull it in. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses too throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Kevin?
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allen.
A big answer from Buzelis. He wants his team to know they can count on him from the perimeter.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Pass to Wallace from deep. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Bulls trail by 15. Now Buzelis. That one doesn't go. Good D by Holmgren. Outside, Dort. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. Takes it from 10. SGA, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Jones kicks to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Yep, that one goes. SGA's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
We all know the message from their coach. Figure out a way to stop the hot hand.
Here come your Thunder Girls.
And taking a look here at some stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's averaging 30 points, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Here's Smith. 18 points for him. Buzelis with the ball. And here is Giddey. 6 to shoot. Smith with a screen on Wallace. Giddey, no one around him. Misses the 3. The Thunder lead by 16 to the paint. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Look from Wallace. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Wallace has got 5 points now this quarter. Bulls trail by 18. Smith up top. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Wallace outside. Back to SGA. Basket counts. SGA's got 24.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Now, here's Okoro. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Dort passes to SGA. Off target from outside.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Now, here's Okoro. Wallace covering. Jones for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Pass to Wallace. Now, here's SGA. Defended by Jones. Count it. Good.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Okoro. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Wallace. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren outside. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Holmgren. Wallace has got 15.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Pass to Jones. Now Giddey. Here's Okoro. Still scoreless. Smith with a screen on Wallace. Giddey. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. Free throw dropped for Holmgren.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 11. Outside, Jones. Back to Sexton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Dort with the ball, covered by Okoro. That one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28 points for the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint break. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests, but Colin's a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
And here's Jones after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Wallace against Sexton. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. SGA feeling it out a bit. Out to Wallace. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a three.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Outside, Sexton. Back to Jones. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Jones has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now here's SGA. 28 points for him. Holmgren outside. Out to Wallace. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Rebound by Smith.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
Smith with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Jones for three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. SGA kicks to Wallace. Launches it. Holmgren. Holmgren on the foul. Holmgren's got 11 in the second half.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Shoots from 12. Again, the miss by Jones.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Buzelis. Now, here's Okoro. He's covered closely. Pass to Jones. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Now, here's Sexton. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Sexton's got 18 points in the game.
Just a creative ball handler. Sexton does a really good job with his change of speeds and direction, keeping the defender off balance.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Oklahoma City has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Williams finds Mitchell. Outside Williams. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Wiggins. 3 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Now, here's Sexton. 18 points for him. McClung, no good from outside.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Mitchell with it, defended by Sexton. And that one's good, Mitchell. 14 points for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Sexton's shot is good. The Thunder shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Yabusele against Mitchell. Outside Williams. It's Joe on the wing. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
And the foul called on Kenrich Williams. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here.
13 foul. In for Chicago, Nick Richards. Josh Giddey.
24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams sends a screen for Sexton. Thunder with the rebound. Mitchell in the corner. Williams sends a screen for Mitchell. Fires the three. A shot off that time. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Oklahoma City out in front, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jalen Williams out there with Holmgren. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Wiggins in at the three. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
Mitchell passes to Joe. Holmgren outside. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
Here's Mitchell, following the basket by Colin Sexton. Mitchell outside. Holmgren kicks to Wiggins. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Richard. Clock at 4. Holmgren gets the bucket.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Chicago. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And yes, it's good.
And battling his way to the finish. Giddey really had to work on that one.
Giddey against Mitchell. Holmgren dishes to Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Williams. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Now, here's Mitchell. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game. The Bulls have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Up top, Richard. He's guarded by Williams. Outside, Sexton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And because of the combination of strength and blazing speed, Sexton can get to the line at a high rate.
Colin Sexton, 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
SGA is checked in for the Thunder. And the Bulls making a change also. Smith is checked in. So he picks up just one from the line that time. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Just 5 on the clock. Giddey, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's SGA. Hands the 12-footer. SGA's got 30 points.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Smith on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Jalen Smith. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Aaron Wiggins. Smith hits them both. Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I was.
Now, here is Smith. And it's Sexton penetrating. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. That's 29 points for Colin Sexton. Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Count that one. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Sexton against Mitchell. Sexton's shot is good.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Makes it off the glass. Holmgren's got 37.
Not just tall, but also sneaky strong. Holmgren knows how to break through the contact there inside.
Now, here's Sexton. There's the triple. Rebounded by Joe.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now, SGA. There's the 3. Cans it from downtown. SGA's got 15 points here in the second half.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. SGA passes to Holmgren. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Here's Sexton after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Yabusele screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey kicks to Smith. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Nailed from three-point land.
Didn't get a three in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
SGA against Giddey. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 35.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Sexton. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Bounce pass from SGA. Holmgren sets the screen for Mitchell. Wide open shot is on the money. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Sexton. Launches a three. That one misses. Yabusele against Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. The shot from the low post is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 37.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
Sexton against Mitchell. Sexton's shot is good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
SGA passes to Holmgren. And when players get into a little extracurricular conversation with opponents, RJ, do you think officials are a little too quick to hit them with a double T?
No, that's just officials trying to get control of the game, giving both players a warning. That's all a tough technical is a warning, because we don't have both players have been warned. We have both players have technical.
Here's Giddey after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Here's Giddey, and that one drops.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Mitchell outside. Outside, SGA. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mitchell against Sexton. Count it. Sexton's got 37.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith outside. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 6 assists now in the game. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside Williams, three-pointer, hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Giddey, the pass to Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Sexton. Over in the corner, Williams. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Yabusele. From downtown, Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's 1:39 left in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. For the Thunder, Carlson's checked in, and Wiggins is subbed in for Williams. Chicago also making some changes. Buzelis comes in for Yabusele. And it's Okoro in for Williams. Free throw good, Sexton.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chet Holmgren.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Now, here's SGA. And Okoro pulls it down. Pass to Giddey. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline.